I slowly picked it up, my hand trembling. There was no app open, no chat screen, just black with white text appearing, like someone was typing directly onto the screen. I waited. I dropped the tablet. It hit the floor with a loud crack, but the screen didn't break. They kept coming. Why didn't you come get me that day? I couldn't breathe. I called you. I was alone. Tears started streaming down my face, and I kept shaking my head like if I just refused to believe it, it would stop. I didn't mean to ignore you, I whispered. The screen went still. For a few seconds, nothing happened. Then one final message appeared. You didn't ignore me. I blinked, confused. What? The next line came in slower. You watched me leave. My blood ran cold because that didn't make sense. I wasn't there when, and then it hit me. I was. That day, before everything happened, I had my headphones on. Lila had come into my room. She said something to me. I remember glancing at her, just for a second. Then I turned back to my screen. I thought she had walked away. I thought she went downstairs. But what if? Then I looked at the tablet. One last message appeared. I was right behind him, and the screen went black. It didn't make sense. It couldn't make sense, because the official story, the one everyone told, the one I forced myself to accept, was that Lila had fallen down the stairs, that it was an accident, that no one was there when it happened. But now, I wasn't so sure. I went back into her room the next morning. The tablet was exactly where I dropped it, screen black, completely dead, like nothing ever happened. I picked it up, held the power button. Nothing. No sign that it had turned on the night before. No messages. No apps open, just empty. For a second, I almost convinced myself that I imagined it, until my phone buzzed. Unknown number. I remember now. My chest tightened. What do you mean? I typed. There was a long pause this time, longer than before. You saw me. I felt the same cold feeling spread through my body, because something about that felt true, not logically, but deep down, like a memory that I had buried without realizing. I didn't, I replied quickly. I would remember that. 3 dots appeared, disappeared, then came again. You were playing your game. My stomach dropped. You had your headphones on. Every word felt like it was peeling something open inside my head. I said your name. I could see it, not clearly, not fully, but flashes. Her standing in the doorway, small, quiet, waiting. I was crying. My hands started shaking because I did remember that, not the moment, but the feeling, like something had tried to get my attention that day, and I ignored it. I thought you heard me. I stood up so fast my chair fell over behind me. No, I said out loud, like I was arguing with the room itself. No, that's not what happened. My phone buzzed again. You turned around. I froze because suddenly I remembered. Just for a second, I had turned. I saw her standing there, right behind me, and she looked scared, not hurt, not injured, just scared. But she needed me, and I took my headphones off halfway. Hold on, I said, just those 2 words. Hold on. The message came through before I could even process the memory. You said, hold on. I dropped my phone. It hit the floor, but I didn't pick it up. I couldn't because now it was all coming back, not in pieces, all at once. She didn't walk away. She waited. She waited for me to turn around, to help her, and I didn't. I just kept playing. I squeezed my eyes shut, trying to block it out, but it was too late. I could hear it, the faint sound I ignored back then. A slip, the thud, silence. My phone kept buzzing on the floor over and over. I forced myself to pick it up. Dozens of messages, all from different numbers, all saying the same thing. I waited. I waited. I waited. I waited. Tears blurred my vision as I scrolled. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to go alone. I thought you'd come. I thought you'd come. I thought you'd come. I thought you'd come. I screamed. That one hitched my breath. I never heard a scream. The next message came slower. You heard me. I shook my head immediately. No, I didn't. But even as I said it, I knew. There was a sound. Something sharp. Something sudden. And I remember pausing my game for a second. Just a second. Listening. Then I waited. Nothing. So I put them back on. The final message came through. You chose not to. I stopped breathing. I was right behind you. A new message followed immediately after. Not like the others. Short, calm, quiet. I'm still here.